Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Lucious Showcase. I am Lucious T. Now, this week we're taking a look at a game that's a new version of a game that I absolutely adore. And I've really been looking forward to playing this ever since it came out last year. And I'm so glad that I'm about to start talking about it for you. So, you're welcome. Longtime viewers of the show have heard me mention Harvest Moon a few times.
I know what it reminds me of.
Harvest Moon!
Oh my god, you know about Harvest Moon?
Hell yeah, I know about Harvest Moon, man. That's my shit.
Did we just become best friends?
I think so.
Stuff for your weapons.
Farmhouse. What is this, Harvest Moon?
No. Getting the Super NES version of it was actually a top collecting priority of mine back in 2015, which Jenn was nice enough to pick up for me for my 29th birthday.
Yeah, I did.
Still haven't played it though. The reason I wanted it so bad was I loved Harvest Moon 64. Now during the N64 era, I was fortunate enough to be able to buy a lot of my own games. Unfortunately, the N64 was not known for a huge assortment of great games, so I ended up with a bunch of crap like War Gods and MRC Racing. However, I struck gold with Harvest Moon 64. It was like any other game I had ever played. It was mundane,
I know, it was great.
monotonous, and strangely addictive. The idea of living out a simple small-town life, raising animals, tending crops, finding secrets, wooing and marrying the girl of your choice,
What?
and raising a kid.
Wait, how long have you known this girl? Like 2 sentences?
Hun, it's a video game save file from like 18 years ago.
Can't get over your ex, huh? Okay, great. I see how it is. Whatever.
Oh man, I'm gonna need some popcorn.
There's a lot of games out there, some of which you've never even heard of. That's where I come in. I'm Lucious T. I've been playing games since the age of 2, and I have no life. This is RetroActive.
Stardew Valley is Harvest Moon. Not inspired by, not a spiritual successor, it is Harvest Moon. It has its own charm and additions, but it's basically a new version of Harvest Moon. And this is why the game is so good. Harvest Moon is a quirky franchise that on paper sounds as dull as watching vegetables grow. But that essence is what makes the game work. Daily routine, setting small goals, achieving them, having the big picture in mind, planning days, sometimes weeks in advance. It is like binge playing months of someone's life in the span of a few days. Now the party doesn't go on forever. These type of games always have a shelf life. Once you have upgraded your house, caught all the different fish, married the girl,
What?
the game inevitably stops being fun. Every day feels like progress, but once you reach a certain level of achievement, it all abruptly stops. Fortunately, it takes many, many, many hours to get there.
It's gonna take you many, many hours to get out of the doghouse.
Stardew Valley drops you into the shoes of a blank slate whom you name and customize. You can choose to be a boy or girl.
Wow! How progressive.
Your character is in a dead-end job and is given his grandfather's old farm as a gift. He is told only to accept the gift once life has broken him down. Luckily for us, this happens immediately, and you find yourself in the middle of an old rundown farm. You must turn from rags to riches. I named mine Little Macaroni Farm.
Oh, after the cutest puppy ever! Little Mac.
Your story starts in the spring. Each season consists of 28 days, 2 special events, and numerous townsfolk's birthdays. Each day is a simulated 24-hour day where you wake up at 6 a.m. and can stay up till 2 a.m., at which point you pass out. It is best to go to bed before this happens, because if you do pass out, you will wake up with a note in the mail and less money in your pocket. The same happens if you pass out from exhaustion by using all your energy. Energy slowly drains the more tasks you do. Fishing, chopping, watering, or mining will all drain energy, while using a sword, strangely, will not.
Wait, what? There's a sword in this game? Oh man! This game looks a lot less boring than it looks. It looks like Zelda.
Pump the brakes there, we'll get to it.
I can't. I'm more excited than a JCVD eating a banana split.
Luckily, the game warns you if you're getting too close to hurting yourself, at which point you can eat food to restore energy, go to bed, or stop using abilities till you go to bed. You can still explore, talk to people, forage, etc. There are 2 stages of exhaustion. First stage causes you to lose the ability to run. Second stage, you pass out and have to be medically recuperated. If you do either, you will wake up the next day with only half your energy filled, so it is best not to overexert yourself. Now you may think the majority of this game is maintaining your farm. To that, I would say, not really. Once you get into the swing of things, the actual farming bit takes up a very small portion of your day. The whole point of the game is time management. Your biggest struggle is starting the game. You have no farm, little money, no animals or buildings that can house them. If you're the type of person that can't see the big picture or has trouble planning ahead, then this game series may frustrate. But if that sort of thing sounds appealing, then lace up your farming shoes. My first course of action is to set up a small crop so that I have some money that comes in a week later. I then work towards gathering wood and supplies and clear out more of the farm so that it doesn't look like such a jumbled mess. Plus, doing so gets me said wood and rock. Now your inventory is pretty limited to begin with, so I built a chest to store the excess materials. The goal for spring is to save enough money to get a chicken coop made and buy the backpack from the general store and increase my inventory. This is my mindset for the majority of spring. Once I achieve that, I can reassess and focus on finding a wife.
Excuse me?
So once you get your bearings, a typical day will start like this. You finish your chores immediately, watering, harvesting, animal tending, and of course, feeding your cat.
That's a good copper. That's a really good copper.
Generally, I would finish all these chores by around 10 to 11 a.m. game time and have the rest of the day to explore. You can forage for seasonal fruits and plants, talk to townspeople, fish, explore a procedurally generated dungeon cave system,
Oh my god, what is that? That looks amazing.
or give gifts to your special girl.
Who is this so hussy?
Each town person has their own complex yet easy to spot personality, especially the love interest. You have geeky girl, superficial girl, shy girl, tom girl, cuckoo girl, antisocial gamer girl.
An angry girlfriend.
Similarly, the guys are just as stereotypical. Emo guy, angry guy, jock guy, hippie guy, nerd guy, and skater band guy. They all have heart though. Legitimately, I have found it difficult to choose one love interest to pursue.
Oh, have you now? No wonder I don't have a ring. What the
The antisocial gamer girl has a Super Nintendo in her room, and we played co-op games. That's love. But the cuckoo girl had a dream where I showed up and then rescued an injured parrot. She's a little different, and she's aware of it. But Geeky Girl showed me cool telescope stuff, and her dad tried to tell me not to ruin her intellectual future with my farm boy self. Each one of these scenes just happens, and when it does, it makes you feel like you've unlocked some amazing secret cutscene that only you have found. These are the moments that make the daily grind and toil worth it. Yes, usually all you need to do is find out what gift a person likes and give it to them over and over again. But even that is given a twist in this game. You can only give a townsperson 2 gifts per week, so you have to be careful and choose the right gift. You can track current heart level progress for all the citizens in your journal. Once you get to the green friendly level, you have access to the person's room in their house. This is a great bonus and contributes to that constant feeling of progress. Finding the mayor's purple shorts required this as they were locked away in the rancher woman's room. I spent all summer trying to befriend her so that I could get in there and retrieve them. I then awkwardly gave them to the mayor and we both knew what had happened.
Yeah.
It's fun to rummage through the rooms and get further hints as to what they may like and how you can get them to like you. Periodically, the townspeople will ask you questions. Now, there is no right answer per se, but how you answer can greatly affect their opinion of you. Sometimes one answer will tick a person off while making someone else happy, like telling the superficial girl to stop whining and help the cuckoo girl clean the house. It's a much deeper system than Harvest Moon, honestly. You have to pay a lot more attention to what people like, and the correct option isn't always obvious. These relationships take time, too. You can't just go from indifferent to love overnight. This made the dance event particularly painful, as it is one of the first holidays you encounter in the game. During the event, I got turned down by everyone, which actually kind of hurt.
Yeah, because I told them I'd be watching them. It's gonna be a dance to the death.
There is a quest system that can reward you with money. The quests are sent as notes through the mail or can be picked up from the bulletin board, though it seems like some just show up. The biggest quest line would be in the form of the community center. Now, I didn't try this, but the corporate Walmart type store Joja Mart wants to buy the rundown community center and convert it to a warehouse. If you buy a membership there, he says the mayor will let him do it. I never did it though, for fear of what might happen. Instead, I chose to work with the little forest spirits who inhabit the place. They ask you for donations of various crops, fish, and other things. Once you finish a branch, you receive a gift, and completing a section opens up a big change to the overworld, like the minecarts working, allowing you to travel from your house across town or the cave super fast, or like fixing the bridge, allowing you to get to the quarry and get a bunch of free ore every day. There are a few mysterious people in the town, like the wizard who teaches you how to talk to the forest spirits and runs the Spirit's Eve maze, the shady mariner by the sea who tells you he has an amulet to sell you, but you aren't ready yet.
I don't think you're ready.
I'm ready, shady guy.
I think you're ready.
The dwarf hidden in the mines who doesn't speak English, and a traveling sales cart that helps you get some of the harder to find things for the community center packages. There are hidden areas like the mushroom forest that require the upgraded axe to access, or the tide pool area of the beach that requires 300 pieces of wood to fix. Then there are places like the hot spring that are gated off until a certain event happens. Now what truly sets Stardew Valley apart is the crafting system and the cave dungeon. In this way, Stardew Valley takes on a pseudo-Minecraft vibe and adds combat, something that Harvest Moon never had. The crafting system is easy and straightforward. You smelt your own bars, you can make machines and tools to use around the farm, like a recycler to turn your fishing junk into treasure. Now this is another great decision that helps keep the formula fresh and makes the game so addictive. You make the most of your own tools rather than buying them. The only thing you really buy is upgrades to your work tools, the pick, the axe, etc., and those require smelted bars to upgrade in addition to money. There is even a level up mechanic that improves the energy drainage of various tools and abilities you use, as well as gives you the choice of a specialization once you get to a certain level. Though I will say, to some, the greatest addition to Stardew Valley is the aforementioned cave system. About time, yeesh! I've been waiting for this longer than it's taken you to finish the All-Stars pack! Okay, now you're just blatantly stealing other people's jokes. Not anymore, I'm not. Not anymore. It is a 120-floor dungeon that is filled with enemies and materials. Every 5th floor affords you a save point where you can travel from the top directly to where you last were. However, if you die, you lose 6 or so floors of the dungeon, and a few random things are lost out of your inventory. Now this can be devastating. I foolishly went into the mines with all of my show produce for the summer fair, died, and lost half of the items I was about to show.
Yeah, you're about to lose something else too if you keep ignoring me.
You progress through the floors of the cave by mining stones and uncovering hidden stairways. Sometimes a stairway will appear after killing an enemy or randomly when you've been stuck on a floor for too long. Time does not stop while you're spelunking, so you need to plan your time accordingly. Winter is a great season to tackle the mines as you can't raise crops, so besides talking to villagers, there's not much else to do anyways. Rainy days are great for this too, as the rain waters your plants for you. Now in the mines, you have a health bar in addition to your energy. Luckily, food replenishes both, so be sure to bring plenty. There is not much food in the mines outside of the purple mushrooms, and the red ones are toxic. Sometimes enemies upon death will drop food too. You will uncover powerful swords, range attacks, armor upgrades such as shoes and rings the deeper you dive. The light ring is especially helpful as it illuminates your character and helps you get around better. It even helps you outside of the mines, making your late night dash home before 2 a.m. even easier. The days are long. They can last up to 20 minutes even, depending on what you're doing. The game requires a lot of time and patience for only small bursts of variety. The 2 special festivals each season help in this regard. Summer, spring, winter, or fall.
All you gotta do is call, and I be there. You got a friend.
all have their own special festivals. The Easter egg hunt in the spring, glowing jellyfish night in the summer, Spirits Eve in the fall, and the Feast of the Winter Star in the winter, to name a few. They each bring the whole town together and sometimes special guests. They give you something to look forward to and can help your standing in town or with that special someone.
That's it. I'm leaving you. I'm gone. Goodbye.
Your grandfather states he will come back at the dawn of your 3rd year, so technically that is where the game ends. By then you are married and have a kid, and the other townsfolk have paired off or you have missed the chance to see that happen. This is why the game has a shelf life. However, after 25 hours of playtime, I was only on the 3rd day of winter. The game is long. You will find yourself with less and less to do to fill your days once you beat the cave and fully upgrade the farm. The daily chores that used to be the precursor to the fun you would have exploring is now the only thing you have to do. At this time, the secrets are all uncovered or require another playthrough to find, and your time in Stardew Valley has sadly come to a close. So really, Stardew Valley is a dream come true for Harvest Moon fans. It combines elements of Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, and Minecraft. Now the whole is still largely Harvest Moon, but if you like those games, there's a lot to love in this one. So definitely pick it up and play it. That's your yard work. And there you have it, guys. That's it for this week. I want to thank you again for tuning in to this lovely channel. As always, leave a comment, a positive, very positive. Smash that like button, and don't forget to... That's right. Alright, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to next week, and I will see you next time. Take care.